With all joy, I welcome you to another exciting moment of Talk to Be. It's Talk to Be, baby. Guys, I am so happy today. You know, as usual, you're going to have fun, you're going to enjoy yourself, you're going to learn more on the show today. My name is Biola Adebayo Akinride. Just in case you're just watching Talk to Be for the first time, I'd like to ask you, where have you been? Because I have been expecting you. Please, guys, it's a good time to scroll down and watch all the episodes that you have missed because you're going to learn a lot from it. Talk to Be is about you, it's about me, it's about us sharing our experiences, you know, telling our stories for others to learn from and never to make the same mistake that we made. So if you are out there and you have a story to tell people that you want them to learn from, Talk to Be is not only about celebrities. So you can send your message to our Instagram page, Talk to Be 5000, or you can also send a WhatsApp chat to the number on the screen right now. Okay, please follow me on my Facebook account, Biola Adebayo. I'll go for a short break, and when I'm back, I'll introduce my guest. Do not go away.
Talk to Be.
Talk to Be.
Talk to Be. Talk to Be.
Talk to Be. Talk to Be.
Talk to Be.
Talk to Be.
Yeah, you have to talk to Be.
Talk to Be.
Talk to Be.
Talk to Be.
Talk to Be. Share your experience.
ẹjọ́ nítorí ti Ọlọ́run ẹjọ́ ẹ ṣáà assist wa dé hospital tó wà ní junction yẹn ẹjọ́.
Kí ló dé tó ń gbèsè kiri kí ló dé?
Dádì ìyàwó mi ló ń rọbí.
Olóyún ni ẹnu dúró sólórí burúkú ni ẹni.
Bàbá Adé sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ bàbá tí mo gbé tẹ ń gbọ́ ká gbé wọn ọdún lọ́jọ́ sàánú ẹ jẹ́ fún 700.
Tó ń béèrè owó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ọlọ́mọ inú ọ̀run jẹ́ kó wọlé.
Ẹ ṣe gan sa.
Kí ló dé tẹ̀ sẹ́yìn lẹ́nu ẹ̀yin lọ́dẹ pọ́ sí mọ́tò ni sẹ́yìn lọ́dẹ pọ́ sínú ọkọ̀ mi ni ká gbé yín lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ nígbà tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ padà rán ẹ wá ń gbá ká gbé yín lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ kiri. Bàbá ẹ má.
Ṣebí ilẹ̀ tán ṣe if you fight me àbí ṣebí I dey tell you anytime say you say go police na me. Ṣebí na you wan dey fight me. Go police. No.
Abi for this party one time make it na one fight. Na not get it.
Na you gonna do.
Na one fight abi. Oya mo na fight the fight now.
Oya mo na start fight.
Okay, guys, what a wonderful one. As you can see, do I still need to introduce my guest to you? Like Yorubas will say that Odu ni guest mi ko kin se aimo fun oloko. Like, you know, I am so honored to have my brother, my friend in the house. It's been a journey, you know. I'd always wanted him to come on the show because I know it's just going to be fun. He's going to entertain you and you're going to learn a lot from him. So, but finally, I'm able to get this guy. So guys, I need you all to be saying thank you because it's not easy. But for him to make it here is such an honor. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Wow. Baba. It's been a long one, but I appreciate to see. I know what it is. With traffic, with your busy schedule, with everybody, we are looking for money, and I know what it is with our job. So if you spare a minute, you know, it's a lot. Wow, I'm honored. Thank you so much for coming on the show. All right, let's go to it. For the sake of everybody that just would but that man wa lie, bobo ni wa lie. Bobo shomo ejimi, bobo kiriko. For the sake of those people that would love to meet you, that they know you, but they only know you on social media that you're a troublemaker. They know you on social media that, hey, Jigan, oh my God, but or in movie, oh Baba Oja, but they don't have the opportunity of meeting you. So we're going to go to your story. So what we do on Talk to Be is we talk about it all. We open up to, it's just an avenue for people to know you, for people to learn from your story. It's not just saying the story, but for people to learn from it. That we have gone through some things before we got here. We didn't get here by chance. Do you understand? And then the story is different when you say it with your mouth. I told somebody, I said, one of the reasons that I thought to start Talk to Be, let me say 2 major reasons. First was that I just noticed that I have a lot of people that wants to talk to me. A lot of people get to talk to me, and then they open up to me a lot. As young as I am, as small as I am, if you know the secret that is living inside of me, that I've had for years, because people just open up to me, and I said, okay, I can actually be doing this, and people come to share their stories, come to share their experience. And then the second thing is that I noticed that some people have gone through so many things that when we do them in stories, when we do them as movies. People will say, one that's not the exact, no, it can't happen, never. It can never happen.
And it happens.
And it happens.
Yes.
So, but when you come out to tell them with your mouth, they feel like,
this is what you went through.
You did, do you understand? So they see the reality, and that's what makes Talk to Be different from a lot of podcasts that you have out there. So let's start from your story. How did you get here? Who is Jigan? Tell us from your name. Who is Biola Kazim? Everything that you think they should know about you.
My story is very touchy somehow, and it's something I've always not want to talk about, if not for this kind of platform.
Yes.
I've always wanted it to be something I want to share to the world in a very big platform. But this is a big platform also.
Amen. By God's grace.
It's going bigger.
Amen.
I'm Biola Kazim. I was born and raised in Shomolu, Bahia. But the most important thing about me is that I learned to know about my story while I was growing up. I was around 3-4 years old when my mom told me what actually happened to my leg. Because for complete like 2-3-4 years, I could not walk. I was taken back to our village. I didn't know how it happened. I just had it in a story. But to cut it short, it's a lot of trauma for me. Because where I was raised is one area that bullying is a normal thing. As in, bully is a normal thing for, if you are raised in Shomolu, everybody will know.
I lived in Shomolu.
So bullying is one thing that they see common. Like it's a common thing.
It's normal.
And as a young boy growing up, and the kind of things I see, it affected me a lot, even from my family. I would say little of it from my family, because they make jest of me. They make jest of me. Not knowing all these things get really to me.
Wow.
So it sometimes make me stay in the house. Like, I don't want to associate myself with people. I'm always inside. But talking about my primary school, because I went to ordinary primary school in Shomolu.
What do you call it? What do you call it?
Ordinary primary school.
Ordinary? Oh.
Primary school in Shomolu. So it's like 2-3 minutes away from my house.
Okay.
So I had to walk from house to school. On my way to school, people will make jest of me. Coming back, they will make jest of me without doing anything. They just start calling me, LSECON, Tamwege, so different names. And it kills my morale, it kills me almost every time. So I said to myself, how do I come out of this bullying all the time? And one thing happened when I was in primary school, I can never forget. I can never forget that moment. Because we have a very small school, compound in our school. It's not a very big school. So anytime that we have to do inter-house sports, they have to take all the kids to a very bigger school. So during this particular day, I just realized that I was the only person left in school with the gate man. Everybody had left. And when they came back, my colleagues started telling, my friends, they started telling me what they went to do. They went to one school to rehearse, for rehearsals, for training, for practice and all that. And in my head, I'd be like, okay, what would have made them kept only me in the school without asking me to come with them. So I sensed like, oh, was it because of my condition? It affected me for a whole lot of time. Like I could not get over it. Like even all the kids that you pick up and took to that other school, there's a lot of things they can do that I would even do better. So it affected me a lot to a time.
How
like,
old were you at that time?
I was around 7 years old.
Okay.
So it was a lot of things for me in the house. I face it. Even when I'm in the house, my parents trained me to a level that they want me to understand everything. They don't pamper me like, they don't want me to feel like, they want me to be agile. So sometimes when I get home, I'll do dishes, I'll go and fetch water. It is like, let me say 10 minutes from my house. And neighboring people just be like, but they want to train me, which I understand. So I was passing through it and it was affecting me a lot. That during my childhood life, I hardly talk to people. I'm always frowning. Because I will frown that so that when you see my face, you tend not to call me or bully me. So at the end, the only thing I could do was, there's one uncle in my compound that time. He's a boxer. So anytime I'm trying to go to school, I'll see him training and everything. So now I went to him like, Uncle Tunde, please, can you train me how to box so that I can always use it to defend everyone bullying me? And I said, if I'm ready, I'll teach you. That was when I went into boxing.
Wow.
And I started fighting every day. I started taking reports to my parents. That these boys, I got to a level when I was in SS1, SS2. I was the top first boy in school. I'm talking about Morocco Comprehensive High School. Anybody that knows?
Oh, you went to Morocco?
Yes, I finished from Morocco. In Nollywood School. Yeah. Lege was my junior. Yes.
Oh, Lege
was my junior. I think a year or so.
Oh wow.
I was tough to a level that I was arrested on my last paper. I wrote my WAEC, my last paper, find out I could remember. I wrote it inside cell. That's how tough I am.
You wrote your final paper inside
cell? Yes, they brought the paper to us. Yes, I was tough to that level.
Wow.
As in, I was tough. All these things happened because I wanted to always defend myself. And it got out of hands. I could not. I was tough, as in my area, they don't know my parents. But because of the troubles I make all around, they were forced to be known like our parent me. So it was a lot of things for me.
Why? Was it because you now learned boxing? Was that why you got like that? You became so...
I became very good at it.
Okay.
So even anybody tried to bully me at that time, the only thing I just do is I'll tell you, don't tell anybody that I want to fight. Just come, let's face, and I'll beat your hands down. So as long as I continue doing that, I find out like it's part of me. So I don't give any room for bullying anymore. So at the end, it went into another thing entirely. So I started fighting up and down. I'm very dangerous people. I don't have a girlfriend. Throughout my secondary school, nobody wants to date me. Because you know that, that tough boy. I am walking back, Miss Leon. Don't bimbo. Am I called G? Because my nickname then was Oji. Oji. Am I called you? So it was a lot of things for me. But at the end, thank God, changing of environments helped me. So when we relocated from Shomolu back to my dad's house in Alagbili, I met another type of friends. Anytime there is a problem that is to fight, I will be like, no, I won't. So in my head, I mean, the commander be you are the troublesome person. So from there, I started making peace. Like, okay, I only looking to because the first day I got to that area, Ijani Kokoja again. Ijani.
How old were you? Like around you finished your secondary school at that time?
Yes. Okay. So we came to Alagbili, I think 2001.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So my dad went on continue on your work Alagbara I'm very, very good. I know momentarily, to that extent. But the whole thing surrounded because I was trying to defend. Well, my advice for everybody living with disability like myself, that is not the way to go about it. Because it gave me a very bad name. Till moments in Shomolu, people still seem like, boy, they still believe I still have that kind of thing in me. But it's no more. On Instagram, somebody messaged me, a boy messaged me like 2-3 years ago. He said, I know you will not remember, but I'll remind you. And I was in secondary school. And I remember like that was right.
So what did you do?
I come back. He wrote me, he sent me his picture of his teeth. I had to beg him like, I'm sorry, it was that money. So it was a lot of things for me to get out of it, and thank God at least. Now, if you make jest of me from now till forever, I'll just laugh.
You're making jest of yourself.
Of course, I make jest of myself. That was the only way I got out of it.
Making jest of it yourself.
Even when I got to the industry, before I could be so free with people trying to make jest of me, it took me a very, very long period. But long run, I felt, Jigan, the moment you continue to get angry when they make jest of you, you have problem with people. Just make it, see it as if it has happened and take it like, and that's how it works for me. Because before you make jest of me, I start talking about
yourself,
and they'll be like, "What did you do?"
Then it makes you funny.
Yes.
It now makes everybody wants to be with you.
Exactly.
Okay, so I was going to ask. So at that time that they were now telling you the story, what really happened to your legs? Were you born like this, or a complication arose along the line? What really happened?
I wasn't born like this. Okay. It was injection.
Injection?
Yes. Even it's just recently I took away all the things I've had in mind. That I had it in mind that I will not forgive that doctor. I had it in mind, not forgiving her. But at long run, I sat down, I said to myself, if I wasn't like this, I might not be where I am right now.
I was to say that.
So in my head, I've said, okay, madam, maybe God has just made you an angel to my story. But it was a mistake. So it was injection.
What type of injection was it? Then how old were you?
I was maybe 3 years old or 2. So I think she gave the injection on the wrong part. And while I was around 6 or 7 years old, because my mom sells in a co-market, a Idumota. She sells Gary. So every time she wants to go out, as a young boy, I'll go with her like, mommy, ma telling so jaleni. She say, go back. Kiniko ma disturb me telling what they been oja. Because that I remember that nurse shop was close to that market. So every time she and my mom see they were friends, they are very good friends. So I think they normally have rapport anytime she's going out. So this particular day, I didn't tell mom similar because we are from Ijebu. Mom speak very good Ijebu. So that same woman, well, I was very young. I think they lost contact. They didn't see each other for a long period of time. So I was with my mom. But that woman didn't understand that I could understand Ijebu very well. They were not talking to each other. That Omojo Eko. My mom now looked at me. And I understand. That was when I knew this was the woman that injected me. From that day, I turned out to her my enemy. I started attacking her every time I see her. I threw stone. I injured David, one of his sons. I injured him because he was a young boy to me. Mo wa ton lo pe ko je ka lo play ball. Mo to wa fe mu ball. O yo mo pe to ba le fo mu, o le fẹsẹ̀ mu. So I necessarily mo ko bere lẹ́sẹ̀ kan. Yes, I did that. It got to a time Mama David had to come to our house to beg all my family because my husband was gone. Anytime I see her, she's always running. Even like 3 years ago, I think I went for a movie premiere. I saw the first Bombarashola and he came to me and he said, read all my interviews that I have not forgiven their mom. That I should find a way in my heart to please forgive their mom. that they don't want something like that to continue to go on. That she had made a mistake, that she just let it go. But then I didn't forgive them. But now I've completely forgiven her because if she's not the one, SM back pé mo lè má jẹ Jigan àwọjà. Wọ́n lè ti pa mí down ìjà tí mo ń jà kiri yẹn. Ọkọ lè ti wò pé eléyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ́ sẹ́yìn gan ló fi ń pìtì mi pé wọ́n ṣàfilẹ̀. Ẹjọ́ kan máa ṣèjọ̀gbọ́n lọ eléyìí kò síbi tó ń lọ. Ọ̀tẹ́pẹ́ SM back pé wọ́n lè ti pa mí down. Yes, the way I was living my life when I was in Shomolu, wọ́n lè ti pa mí. Because I was very tough, very, very tough. No, I'm not joking. A very tough guy. Sometimes some people still leave comment on my page like, Jigan Shere is a tough guy, but they don't know. Like I'm not a trained person.
Wow.
Yes.
Mommy Bodashola. Bimbo has forgiven you. He has forgiven you. He's a better guy. Yes. It's possible if that didn't happen. You don't know where you would be today. Even if you are not dead, you probably would not. Do you understand?
Exactly.
Wow. So at what point did you decide to turn it into jokes? Because we know you. I know you. One of the reasons I want to see you around, if I'm on set, you are there, I want to sit around you because I know that you're just going to be, you are so unserious. So from that transition, from the way you grew, and then to who you are now, what really changed that mindset for you?
What changed that mindset for me was in Nigeria, let me say Nigeria, anybody living with disability, they see us like we have nothing upstairs.
Okay.
They hardly create time for us to speak. Even in the midst of people, they'd be like, oh, that was the first thing I noticed when I was growing up. And I would say, the only thing I would do is I'll keep my intelligence to myself. I'll keep our smart to myself. I will not let people know I'm like this. So that I'll be able to hear a lot of things. People say things to my face directly. And I'll be like, do you think I don't understand what you're saying? They say it to me because they believe like everybody living with disability is affected. Yes, I'm not joking. So with that, I have it in mind like, okay, I'll keep it away from people, not letting them know how intelligent I am. Because even people, they find it so difficult, like Jigan, it's really mashibai. So that was what I had in my mind, like, okay, I'll take my time. That was how I was building myself, like, okay, if I want to grow, if I want to make people like me, if I want them to appreciate what I do, I have to just change this mindset and start playing with people. And making jest of me will be the first thing for these people to leave you. There is this uncle that I used to call Orukoto Funato 41. Obaro, Guruku, Kosurukoto and Pimi. One come out from the Fed Uruko, both in Dibaraku, Private Uruka, I got it down, Obaro, a mini. So at that point, I felt everybody now, just come out from me, like, just do your thing. So that was actually what helped me. You understand? And with that, I've done so many things that even me, I didn't believe I could do it. So it's worked for me a lot. It really worked for me. By doing so I believe I can still even do more better things. More. Exactly.
Very good. At what point did you come into the industry? What year and what makes you come into the industry despite being with disability?
I'm a talented person.
I know you sing as well.
I started my career as a Fuji musician.
Fuji.
Even when I was very young. At that period of time when I was in Shomolu, I sing. I have a crew that will do that together. But because of my dad doesn't want me to sing Fuji music. He doesn't like it. Because he believes it will make me not to be sleeping at home. Oh. So I was doing it, and my mom still really loved it. She wanted me to do it, but my dad said no, I don't want to do Fuji music. So I had to stop. So when I moved to Alagbole, I came up with a band. We are three. We started doing hip hop music. I did that for quite about like 4 or 5 years. It didn't work. I left again. I went as a solo artist as Kadozo. If you remember, I was on stage for Feature Balogun Foundation. Anytime Pasuma had a show, I had to open the show for him before he come on stage. So I was doing music for quite a number of time too. So it got to a time, because during then I was spending a lot of money on music and it wasn't working out. So I said to myself, since movie is an entertainment world too, let me venture into movie and see what will happen. I didn't know where that was where the grace was. And I met the likes of Babati, Biola Adebayo, Dr. Adebayo. From there, I would go to location we couldn't afford. But then the only thing they want me to do is to come and do my music, just for them to promote my music. Not knowing I have this hidden talent in me.
I could act.
That I could act. So that was what led me into acting. And from there, I started doing it, and people be like, you are not a man, boy, okay. So I had fun, and that was it.
Which movie was your first movie?
Mr. Kola. Mr. Kola, by Kunle Afford.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember. I remember that
Mr.
title.
Kola, yes.
That was your first movie.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you had to say this person is my boss in the industry, who would you say? Who?
Ogabilo.
Oh,
Yes.
you started with Ako?
Yes. Not Ako.
No Ako.
After Ako, I was with them.
Okay.
Yes.
So what year was that?
That was 2007. Yes. Yes.
Wow. So what was the turning point for you in your career?
Let me say, okay. Before, anytime I'm on location, like you rightly said, that anytime you see me on location, you always want to be where I am so that I can make you laugh. Anytime they're filming, I'll be at the background making stupid things. And that's when I noticed that, I normally created slangs on locations. I try to do different things aside movie. I'm complaining, while I'm just quiet, I'm always on locations
making noise
and making people laugh. So when it was 2017, when the social media was now involved, everybody's doing content, and I've been like, okay, I've been doing this thing, I've been doing it on the background, I can always put it out there. And I must give this respect to Kevin Keduba. He was the one that saw me and said, Jigan, content, why not bring up something and do it? And you never can tell where it will get to. I said, okay. Immediately, I listened to him and I started something with him immediately. I called it, what did I call that skit then? Malu or something. I started doing it like back to back. Not until 2018. I went to a location in Ibadan with Itele. I think it was Itele that was directing that movie. So we're on that set. We're not having an argument at the background, where we saw a picture of a colleague, a female colleague, celebrating 40th birthday. And I would take him very money. Ewa gbo wọ́n ní arale wa ṣe 40th. Ṣó fẹ́ para ẹni. Ọmọ 32. Ló lọ bu 8 kun. Ṣó mọ ṣó mọ age mi ni. So the moment I said show more age me, that thing just came to me like, this could be another slang. Can you just don't make the location through other location we're just talking about show more age me until that thing now came to me like, you can always put it into content and post it on your page. That afternoon I did it and I posted it on my page. That time I had like maybe 40-something thousand followers, 40K or something.
Who did you do the content with?
I did it with Dende. The DOP. I did DOP at the end. We posted it. I left my phone. My phone went off. We got to the hotel in the night. I saw like maybe 1,400 comments. And that is like, I've not had that kind of comment before. My usual comment is maybe 40, 35. I had 1,000 comments. I said, oh, I think this is where God wanted me to be. I went to another location again with Neil Johnson. We were on set, Regina Shuku was there. We had the same thing. We posted it. Before I knew it, blogs started carrying like Neil Johnson bullied Jigan on set in Ibadan. And the comment was like over 4,000 something. Wow. So in that comment section, I wanted to come out and say it was a skit because they were already attacking Neil Johnson. Like, why would you have to bully that kind of guy there? He was explaining. In the comment section, he was explaining everywhere. It was a content. Nobody listened to him.
Wow.
So it was after then, Sunday Nona reached out to me. He sent me a message that, bro, you had a nice content. Don't joke about it. Please go and make more of that content. I'll push it.
So dead, no.
Yes, he reached out to me.
Wow.
So immediately he reached out to me. I went on set again to make another video. And this time I did it with Yinka Kodri and a lot of people. And we posted it, and we had like over 14,000 comments. And before I knew it, it was that night when I got home, I started getting calls like Bimbo blown. I said, blown where?
Blow where?
Like, you are everywhere. Everybody's talking about you. And I went on Instagram. I was just seeing, scrolling up, and I was seeing that content. Shomoye Jimmy. Until the end, he turned it to something else. He was posting it back to back. And it was that night I was like, alone. And before I knew it, I was at home. Somebody just called me. Hold on, Jigan. I said, who is this? He said, Danku. Hold on for who? And the person picked the call. Hello, Jigan. Jigan, how about that? Now Davido. I said, Davido? It's a lie. David? I said, yes. Where are you, Jigan? I said, I'm on the mainland. I want you to come to the island right now. See, Davido called me. I got wash on, pam. Straight to his house. I got to his house. Everybody were waiting to see me. I'd be like, when he came out, he said, my guy, let's go. He had my hand, put me in the car, went to his musical video shoot, and he told me that night, I'm traveling to America. Please, when I come back, make sure I see you. I need to do something with you. Say, hey. Before I knew it, people started calling me and giving me money. Thank you to Akalabi. He reached out to me. The CEO Bet Ninja, Naira Bet,
Uncle Akin.
He messaged me and said, Jigan, thank you for that beautiful content. Send your account. I said, started getting calls. And that was it. I started seeing different versions from China, America. People were sending their own video version to me to repost. I started reposting to it. I was tired. It took me out of Nigeria to London, South Africa. I was traveling up and down. Like, wow.
Just like that. It
happened just 24 hours.
Ooh.
It happened under 24 hours. I came to a very big limelight. Yes.
So, honestly, I'm really wowed.
Yes.
To be honest. Okay, now, what was it with the first bank issue at that time? I know there was a time that was me.
Well, it was not even only by First Bank. It was Pick Milk and First Bank.
Pick Milk. Okay.
During that period of Shomoye Me, I didn't want to say anything because I had already registered that name.
Shomoye Me.
Yes,
you registered.
I registered it during that period because I just sensed like anything could happen. Let me just let it be like that. I registered. I did the CAC. I did everything. I did the trademark. I had the trademark. I saw when First Bank posted it, they make it like a slang like, First Bank has been in existence for a very long period. Shomoye Jimini. I saw it. I munched it. I kept it. Same thing, Pick Milk. So as time goes by, I just woke up one day and said, okay, I hope you Jemilo. All the content in some times ago. And I said, okay, I will not come out and say I'm calling them out. I'll just go straight to them and tell them, okay, and I posted it, and every blog they posted for me, and I reach out to them through my lawyer, and they be like, I want any case Shomoye Jimmy, normal slang anybody live lonely, which were in existence for long. It should be your Yoruba language. Okay, no problem. I'll wait. Once I'm still alive and I'm still doing well, Emma Fumi. Because me my DBT Martin, connect DBT Martin now to my wallet, Emma form my low. Nick buy only $10 billion in my bag. But they have to pay me.
Wow.
Yes.
So they didn't pay you anything?
They didn't pay me anything. Their reply was, I want anything like it for me because content in the company. What's
the law saying to that? Do they have the right because it's a Yoruba name or it's a Yoruba sentence?
Yes, they said it's a Yoruba phrase. Anybody can use it. That has been in the system even before I was born. So I don't have a case with them. And my lawyer told me you have a case. But I didn't want to drag that case now because I have so many things in my table that I want to achieve. I know when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. They will pay me. They will pay me.
Ah? Eh? To your glass.
Your glass. Or will day.
To your glass.
I blow my formation. I J. Them bashi watility them. I bow blow first bank. Pick me come as home.
Was it the same thing that Picnic said?
Yeah, they use the phrase. They use together. Yes. Like in the system, they say Picnic. That's just what they used it for. And they had a lot of comments on it. I was like, Jigan, come and see. People were tagging me to that comment. So for you people to know, I was the rightful owner of that content.
So is it because do you feel cheated because you can't fight it or what now?
Yeah.
Because you registered it.
Yes, I registered it. I have everything at home. I have everything saved. The only thing they believe is you're not growing enough to, and I want to grow to that level, so that the money won't buy me pile up on it. It will be more than what I was meant to take the other time. Even that by we expect there be 100 million, 200 million, but this time they'll be paying close to like $1 billion.
Eh?
I'm not joking. Dollars. Write it down. They will pay me. I'm not joking. They will pay me. So,
what are people's reactions to this thing?
Everybody were in support of me. Ooh. Everybody on Twitter, everybody were supporting me. Like, no, you guys, you need to do the needful. I told my lawyer, I said, if you are writing to them, don't write to them like we are calling them out. Write them for compensation. They should compensate. Just leave.
Anything.
And they reply like, I need to have a phone. Fún mi nǹkan tó bá dá wà lálẹ́. Wọ́n fún mi dá wà lálẹ́. The change but ọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n bọ̀ wá bá wọn. Àbọ̀ wá bá lọ́rọ̀ wọn. We are coming to that.
So you think if you're bigger than this, you're going to fight?
Yes now. They know. And the problem they have with me is they don't know how intelligent I am, and that's their problem. They don't feel elite. To live at bar for Allah.
Okay, we'll don't worry, God will help you.
Amen. Amen.
All right, so let me go back to this question. I wanted to ask it earlier. You said while you were in secondary school, because of your disability, you didn't have a girlfriend, you're always staying alone, you're always to yourself and everything. At what point did you meet your wife? Do you understand? And who agrees to marry you the way you are? Was it at the point where you have changed, you have started playing, or no. She met? So at what point?
No, I met my wife. I met her 2015. I think 2014.
You started acting at that time?
Yes, I started acting. I've
singing already.
I've been doing a lot of things. My name is everywhere too. Then it's just like
now.
Like now. So I met her, and what happened was during that period of time, I will tell you, throughout my secondary school, I was a virgin, because there's nobody to talk to. Because even girlfriend, the only way I feel I could preach love to her is to beat her. Yes, got to mind me because I like to show people, because people used to follow me like so. The back will come here. I can't come. Elupa. Pa lunikulu. Fun bati no pa mi o mo. Mi o mo ko ton pe love. Ko to wa lori kasaja.
Just to prove a point.
Prove a point how much I love you. Mo ba so on lo. So you have to listen to me. If I'm talking, you keep quiet and listen. And you cannot be commanding.
Wow.
I remember a lot of things that I did to that girl. I'm very, very sorry.
I hope she's listening. She's watching. What's her name?
That was. She was even my first girlfriend.
What's her name?
Kemi. I'm sorry.
We're sorry. We apologize.
Biti mo ṣe dé mo ní ká mom sí ẹ mo dẹ pákó fún wọn jábọ́ sí gọ́tà. Yes now.
Kí ló lè tó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn?
Mo burú gan. Mi ṣe mo tó lálàáfíà. Mo burú gan, I'm a bad guy. I'm not joking. Àwọn èèyàn kí n bá mi ṣeré tó bá ń bọ̀ bá mi máa ń sá lọ pé ẹ sá fún Ọlọ́run. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ pop sí mi máa ń sá fún wọn lè fẹjọ́ mi sùn pop sí mi.
So that's
it's as bad like that. I'm a very tough guy. Tó bá fẹjọ́ mi sùn pop sí mi tó bá ṣe ń jáde máa lọ dóde lọ́nà máa nà ẹ́ pa. Máa ń bá wọn jà fún 7 days.
Ẹni tó máa kọ ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ yìí ṣẹ́ ni
Bàdá Túndé wọ́n ṣe mistake ni.
Bàdá Túndé
wọ́n ṣe mistake.
Ṣé Bàdá Túndé gan máa forgive ara wọn easily báyìí?
Tí wọ́n bá mi jà 7 days máa fi bá jà. Tí bá rí pọ́dà pọ́wọ́ ẹ lè ju tẹ̀lé mi lọ. I'll fight you for complete 7 days and I'll be watching you. Gbogbo ibi tó ń rìn sí màmá ṣọ́ ẹ. So a máa jáde bí pé ó máa sú ẹ òní fẹ́ bá mi jà mọ́. Yes. It's like that. So mo really fit in again. When I started going to move, I feel all those things I don't really need it.
So at what point did you now meet your wife?
Okay. The story of my wife came 2014. Because at that point I was at a stage of frustration. I was frustrated because I had nothing on me anymore. Because I used to be doing very well before. And until when I started seeing problems and I was alone. I not even had a place of my own to stay. I was cutting with friends.
After you have had money?
Yes. I lost almost everything. So I was cutting with friends up and down. And it got to a time I was tired. I was frustrated. To a level I was thinking of committing suicide. So 2014, and I said, okay, because every 31st of the year, up and down to, I always give that moment to God. I'm always indoor. I don't go out that period of the day. I will not go out anytime I want to cross to the next year. So that year, I was on my knees. I was telling God that God, the only thing I need this year, the only thing I want you to do for me this year is give me somebody that will love me for me. Somebody that will just love me. I'm looking for a wife. I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I'm just looking for a wife. And let me know when I see that person. Just give me a clue. Let me know this is the person. It was then I believe God listened to prayers for you. After then, like a month after, I went to Oshogbo to film myself. Big Vibe Jokotoye. It was Jigan Adebayo's movies location. We went there in Oshogbo. Our hotel was not far from the canteen where we went to eat. It was her mom that owned the shop, my wife. So everybody ordered amala, everybody ordered. So when I ordered, she was the one beginning. She was wearing hijab. And that thing told me, this is your wife. Go to her right now. I swear to God. That thing said, go to her. That is your wife. Go and meet her. And I went to her. She was a young girl at that time. She was maybe around 22 or 23. She was very young. And I went to her. I said, young lady, how are you? Can I have your number? She was just laughing. Because she knows I'm.
Yeah.
Her mom was there. She was laughing. Hey, for mommy, Leo, mommy, for me number. Mommy, I called it in le. Omo yi, èmi ma first leo dem abimo fún mi. Ẹ lọ call it tó wá ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ má gbà mí gbọ́ mọ́. And I got the number and I left. They thought it was a joke. We started talking, started chatting. We were talking stage. I invited her. What's up? I don't want anything from you. I want to marry you. She said, I'm a young girl. Mommy, I'm not ready for all these things. You are not ready. Don't worry. And I told her a lot of stories about me. And I said, if all the things I'm telling you didn't come out well, and the way I'm putting it to you that after we got married, things will change. If it didn't happen, just walk away. She'd be like, this thing is too much for me. But before you know it, after 3 months, she got pregnant.
Wow, you started dating. Sharp.
She got pregnant for me. And on the afternoon, I just got a call from the mother. I didn't know they already had an issue at home. We call. Hello? Hello, film. Ṣé kò ṣe pé ẹ fẹ́ gbé pè. Ẹ̀dùn ẹ̀dùn táwọn fọmọ mi lóyún nù yín. Ẹ̀dùn wọn ní pé òòlù fọmọ lóyún. Ẹni mọ́ mi ẹ rárá mà. Mi ìfẹ́ gbẹ́ rárá kankan. Mi ìfẹ́ gbọ́n kankan lẹ́nu yín. Ṣé wọ́n fọmọ mi lóyún? Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹni mọ́ mi mo fún lóyún mi lọ́kọ ẹ̀ mo sọ fún yín náà. Ìwé kí ni bá? Daddy. He now gave the phone to the dad. Dad said, mo gbọ́rọ̀ ẹ lẹ́nu pé ó sọ pé ìwọ ló fún lóyún. Mo ní èmi mo fún lóyún ṣé kí wọ́n á sá lọ ni. Èmi mo fún lóyún tó bá fẹ́ máa meet àwọn family mi ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bọ̀ mo ti ready. Kí ló ń sọ lẹ́nu ọmọ kékeré lọ mo daddy ìyàwó mi nìyẹn. Mo ní ẹ má gbìyànjú àti ṣe o. I'm going to share you. I won't say more than that. And okay, with that, we'll get back to you. She's not messaging me. Why would you talk to my parents like that? So often, one pay me look quiet. She won't bear room. Some mess alone. And I pick up my car. I call my dad. He don't work alone, so be out be out there. And to God Almighty, Ọlọ́run lágbára. They said I should bring my family. We went there. They met my dad and everybody. Say, confidently, I was telling them, Baba, calm down. Everything was all right. I'm not worried. Everything was fine. And Ibo show my you bring kokosi, bring kokon. But Ọlọ́run sọ fún pé ẹni tí ma fẹ́ ni. And to God be the glory. We planned the wedding. The mommy said she wanted a wedding. The shaman of that wedding was Adebayo Salami. Everybody was on ground for me for 3 days.
Wow.
But the beautiful thing is, like 2 days to our wedding, myself and my wife does not know where to put our head. Yes.
You didn't have a house?
I didn't have a house because I was courting when I met her. There's nowhere we could go. And I used to have a
they planned an elaborate wedding.
Their family, their mom see our first wedding, our first daughter, our lady. But a big wedding. I said, no problem. We went tired. So I had one place, my house where I live now. I built it like 2000. I've done that place since 2004 or 5.
Wow.
It's a big place. And I have a very big land beside it. So it was that during period of time I said, babe, don't worry, calm down. We'll sell this land. We'll sell this land to get a place of our own where we can put our head. Because your mom must not know I don't have a place. And she listened to me. We were in Ibadan for a year. After our wedding, we moved to Ibadan. And we gave birth to our first daughter. The mistake we made was move to Lagos. The moment we moved to Lagos, I didn't know what happened. Everything changed. Everything turned around to good.
Wow.
And I told her, did I not tell you everything will come out well? Because I said, anytime I had a conversation with God, it's always coming out positive. And she said, you said it. To the mother today, they are always proud of me. Like, I was just having this confidence in me. Like, me, I swear to God.
A big wedding at that.
Everybody was on ground. Funsho Adelu, everybody came. So Dick Adebayo, Latif Adedimeji was the MC. We had one of the biggest weddings in Osogbo then. It was everywhere, everybody. And I would be more quick because if Aji.
Wow.
Aji.
I'm happy for her though. She should be praised. And then God really, really helped you as well. I'd like to know, okay, when Olamilekan show came to the show, he told us, and people were asking, said, he told us, you know, in his interview, we got to know that you guys were close friends and everything. And he said his wife came to visit him and you told him, you know, they've been waiting on the Lord for a while. He said, Yahweh Madulale. And then he just gave him something to drink. Lo and behold, that same day, the wife got pregnant. And on the day of our naming ceremony, it was about the time that Shomo's age happened and everything. And so I said, oh wow, there was a tie around there. Now, I'd seen comments, people were asking, please help us to ask Jigan, what did you give show? A lot of us, we need it. Even me, I need it. I want to give my husband. So, what did you give Olamilekan show? You have to tell us.
I didn't want to say this on broadcast. I didn't want to say it. I had to keep it to myself. But what happened that day was, it was our belief. Because when he told me, like, he had his wife, they've not had a baby for a very long period of time. So every time I'm always praying for him. Anytime I'm praying, I'm always praying. I'm always putting them in prayer. Yeah. But this particular day when he came, he said, my wife is coming. I said, your wife is coming. Oh God, okay, okay, don't worry. The belief that I have in my mind I have that very strong belief that your wife will take him today. And I was confidently telling him that, don't worry. What I gave him was agbo. Normal agbo that we used to take. We take it like every other time. So, but in my mind, I was giving him confidence, like, go and do it. Your wife will take him. And because he believed with faith also, it happens. I didn't give him anything. I saw a lot of people send message. I've seen message on my DM.
Are you serious?
Yes, now. Please give my husband. Say the hey.
It's
agbo for real. But just because he just work with our faith. It's nothing. It's nothing. I didn't give him anything aside.
Say you will tell us the name of the agbo so that we can go.
It's not just what's it called? Dizu. They call it Dizu. We order it from Ibadan from one man. Dizu, come and get you. Instead of you spending like maybe 10 minutes, you spend like an hour. Yes, it's like
Dizu.
That. Dizu,
Petrol. Dizu go to petrol. Okay.
Maybe that was what happened.
You have just sold Dizu out, oh.
Yes, Dizu.
Dizu told you petrol.
Agbalagba ni. Agbalagba ni.
Okay.
1 hour ni.
Okay, 1 hour had Dizu. That's another secret from Talk to Be.
Because I got a lot of messages and people like, I didn't do anything, go show me. I didn't give Agbolamu. But because he came to our faith and God listened to the voices and it happened. Can't shake anything to supernatural.
Okay, so I have 2 more questions before I let you go. So the first one will be, what's your impression of the industry? Different people have different impression. Some say, oh, we don't love ourselves. Some say, we support ourselves. We stand by ourselves. And the second question will be, I know you're a member of Afrimec, and I'm beginning to hear things like I said, so I'm beginning to say, wanting saw the courts, wanting saw the kinikon. So what's your take on that? Okay, let's start from the Afrimec thing.
Okay, well, what brought about Afrimec is I have this set of friends in the industry. I've had them like since over 15 years ago. They are the same set of people you see around me. The like of Babati, Biola Adebayo, we're always together. And we've known each other to a level. We've known each other to a height that when he gets angry, this is what he can do. When he doesn't get angry, this is his person. So they've been my friends for a very long period of time. We know ourselves. You understand? So the industry itself, we cannot take out the women. If it's possible for Yoruba movie industry to take out the women first, or take the age barrier out, when we understand that, okay, your age cool, then we're beginning to understand what the industry is all about. We are a very big name, but we don't know what we have got. We don't know. We don't really appreciate.
We're not using it
well. We're not using it well. That's the first thing I realized. And secondly, I realized that industry, I'm sorry to say, so motalaka to buy nǹkan ó máa jó lójú kò ní maintain it. Yes, that's the truth. A lot of people that came to that industry, they came pẹ̀lú suffer. So bikini ẹ ṣe dán wọn, they don't know how to handle it, they don't know how to maintain it. Wọ́n kàn ṣe báṣubàṣu. And that was what is going to destroy industry money. If we could do it, I've said it many times, like it doesn't, we know omen to duelo. After bank power from our omen to duelo. God has given you one talent that will not give me. Yours will be different from mine. So we know all these things, but we just tend to look like go coming, but then buy industry waje. That's the first thing I noticed. Like, if we want to continue, so we any you will me pin border. We're having problems. We support ourselves really, and support them for our drying on. Yes, it's not really true love. Yes, it's not true love. Right?
So you mean there's no true love in the industry?
There is true love to friends, to deep friends. friends that have been coming for long, like myself and Italina, we have love for Biola Adebayo. I can do anything for them. They can call me anytime. I'll pick up. I'll go and do whatever.
So if there is true love there, why do you think there are no true love with other people as well?
Because if there is true love, our industry will have gotten higher than where we are right now.
In what
we can always come together and say, let's do this thing for ourselves. Recently, I started something because it was the thing I had with God. I had a covenant with God. I said, God, if you make me a name, if you make me big, I will give back to the society and where I came from. The people that paved way for me, I will make sure I return the glory to them. I started with Baba Bija. I used my platform to promote him, and I gave him a car. People helped me through my platform. I started doing it. It got to it. So I started getting the calls because I did for Baba Bija, I did for Ogunjimi.
Yeah, Baba Ogunjimi.
I went to look for him in Osogbo. I did for a lot of people, and I wasn't spending money. The only thing I was doing was post them on my page. Tell my fans like, this person, I want to celebrate him today. Whatever you are doing, please appreciate them. And they get a lot of help. Baba Bija, somebody called me from Canada that's Sonny Moto, so they call it, and like that, he went to Mecca. And I felt to myself like, okay, if I'm doing that on my page, and you're also doing something like that, you are doing something, you have plenty name of celebrities, like you have millions of followers. If you are doing it on my page, do it on your page. We don't have a problem with helping ourselves. It got a time, like I started getting called like, Jigan is doing too much. Jigan is using those Baba to make money. And me, I'm a family man. If you notice, you hardly see my kids on Instagram. You hardly see my wife. They are so important to me. I take them off social media. I don't like problem. I'm a very quiet person. All these things I do on social media is just for content. For the content. And people be like, is this really your person? I said, I'm a quiet person. I don't like trouble. So anything that I have to do with trouble, I go away from it. Now let's get back to the Afromek thing. Like I said, all these people are people that I've known for a very long period. I can always vouch for that we came together. We came together, and what we are trying to do was just helping each other. We work too much. Let's create time to have fun while doing our support for each other. What are we doing what are we doing that we have to involve cultism into what we are doing? The only thing that we took out of Afromek is we didn't allow any woman to come into us. Because the moment Tabati Livesing Baobini, I'm an issue. That was the first thing that we know, that Tabati Baobini, I'm an problem. Because we be myself on pay, like be able to say so or so for much I'm an issue. But now we are men to men. Anytime we have issue, we trash it out immediately. We call ourselves, go to Shin. You understand? We see ourselves like a brother, like one brother, okay. Because we are not talking about today. Afromek is not even ready. We are talking about future. When we grow old, when we cannot do anything, what are we doing for ourselves? You understand? We have so many plans that we are doing for not even Afromek members alone. We have done for so many people. We donated money when we lost Dejo. We donated money for what's it called? Osmond. We did a lot of things we don't post on our page. It is because we want it to grow. We want people to understand that if we can continue to be like this, our industry will grow. All we need is love. And that is what Afromek is all about. We're trying to preach love. We're trying to preach brotherhood. Like, let's support ourselves. If you are shooting your film, what contribution can we make? Money is not everything. We give you moral support. We come there, we let you know we have a family. And that is not in our industry before. It's not if you don't pay me, I won't come on set. It doesn't have to be like that. I need to come and show you moral support. How? If it's just 2 days.
Hey, Paul, are you not also seeing it from the aspect that if we now begin to do that, who is going to pay me? How do I make money?
No, don't get it wrong. Go. Afromek is like this. If I'm filming, and I see you in any character as a member, I'm paying you your. But whoever is not on that set, but you are an Afromek member, and you feel you can spend 2 days with this person on set, you have to come. Give them moral support. Let them see you. You can go back and do whatever you want to do.
Don't you think that's going to work more for people that are already there, that have the name? For instance, let's say for Mr. Femi Adebayo, for instance, don't you think that people will see him more? Do you understand? To somebody that does not have a name. So does it mean that that person that you are seeing that has name, then you pay him? They see you have name, and they pay you. They see Latif, they pay Latif. And I probably will not see somebody that doesn't have such a name.
It's we have different kind of story in our movies.
Okay.
A movie can come and see that low person that you're talking about.
That I'm not saying.
Yeah, that you're not saying. After we impose that
person on the, and they are going to pay that person as well.
Yes, pay him well. Good. Give him good character. Give him good role. If you have seen him on that particular story, it must be him. Good. And before you think out of any actor, you must consider African members first.
Oh, good.
They come first. Good. Before anybody. That's a good one. They come first. That's what we are doing.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is why African is all about. We are a social club. We are not an association. We're just a social club. And it's not only an actor that can join us. Anybody that is into entertainment, a footballer is part of us. Anybody, just have a trace of entertainment in you. You are welcome.
Okay. I would also like to ask before I let you go, if you had to change a thing that you have done in the past, what would that be? If you had to change anything, maybe in your past.
Even this bullying of a thing that I talked about, it happened to me when I was in school, when I was in the uni, when I was in Olabanjo. I was threatened to a fault that I had to man up. I say, okay, if there's the reason why you guys have to bully me or another, that thing that you have done that gives you power, I want to do it. And if God could change it, that is one thing I want to take away.
That you bullied someone or people?
No. What I'm trying to say is, I was bullied when I was on campus, even was with my girlfriend. They had to seize my car. They saw me and said, "Park, who are you?" They took my car away. They brought it the next day, another. I was traumatized, like, I want to lay. So it got to a level, I said, okay, got to she definitely my low power from Lily. Okay, me no malo connect my work to should like bad to dot in no. They have marry me, 10 of my they have less I me. So if God could change everything, that's one thing I want God to.
And people are aware of that?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really, but at least we're not marry me to him when I was called him no apelu. We're not in fair.
Sorry.
We're not in fair.
So you wish you could change that?
Yes, if I can, I'll change. I will not change it because it's not something willing.
I understand. You did that because of where you found yourself.
It was a dangerous move. Like, do I have to leave campus for you?
Wow.
Do I have to leave my education for you? No, I will give you what it takes. Because let me tell you one big truth. What I've noticed about this country is, I'm born again, I'm belong, I'm move on, I'm Dariji. So the only thing to avoid those people is, if you cannot run away, be strong enough, have the spiritual mind, be bold enough to let everybody see where Yahweh. So this country it is like that. And if you cannot fight back, run away. Don't let them kill you.
Let them kill you.
Don't let them kill you.
All right. Last word to your fans. What would you like to tell them,
To all my fans that have been supporting me from way back, I'm still the same person. And I've always promised not to change for anything. I'll continue to be a loyal boy. And I'll please beg you to continue to support and pray for greatness, because it's coming.
Thank you. All right, Biola, thank you so much for coming on the show.
You don't get to see this on the show. The gifts.
Thank you so much. This is to say thank you that we appreciate.
God bless you. God bless you.
Amen.
You are doing a very great job, and this is impressive.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. This is where I'll be drawing the curtains. I am sure that you have learned so much. I really don't wish you go, but then time is not our friend. I've kept him waiting for a while because I had to do one or two things. Well, here we are. I'm sure you had fun and you enjoyed yourself. Till I come your way, same time next week on the same station. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do. And then you can also follow me on my Facebook account, Biola Adebayo. Do not forget, in whatever thing you're doing, put God first, be determined, and stay focused. I'll see you next week by God's grace. Till then, stay safe. I love you guys.
Talk to B.
Talk to be.
Talk to B. Talk to B.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Yeah, you have to talk to be.
Come on.
Talk to be.
Talk to B.
Talk to be.
Talk to be. Share your experience.